Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Calvin, the Simple Driver. Welcome to my channel. This is the very first video that I'm doing for Uber driving. Not just Uber driving, but becoming a successful Uber driver. So it doesn't matter if you're looking at becoming an Uber driver or if you're already driving. I'm going to show you how to maximize your income, and I'm going to show you how to do that without spending a ton of time behind the wheel out in the streets. So why should you be listening to me? Let's get right to it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you about my rating. I'm going to talk to you about the income that I'm making as an Uber driver, and then I'm going to talk to you about the market that I'm in, and then I'm going to talk to you about where you fall as an Uber driver. Okay, so let's start with this immediately and get to it. As I open up my Uber Partner app, you'll see that it opens up to the city of Atlanta. Pull that back a little bit. So Atlanta is Buckhead, Midtown, and Downtown, and then there's 22 cities around Atlanta. And in addition to that, we have the Hartsfield International Airport. So this market is popping when it comes to Uber driving and Uber money. Okay, excuse me, I had to burp there. All right, so there's a little over 8,000 Uber drivers here, and I'm one of the top drivers. I'm not just saying that. I get text messages all the time from Uber telling me that I'm a top driver, but let's go into it because numbers don't lie. So you'll see here that I'm a 4.91 rating. And that is after right now lifetime trips of 563 trips. And the reason that's important is if you slide down here, it'll tell you top partners. It says here how you're doing compared to the top 25% of partners in your city. And you'll see that they are 4.85 and I'm a 4.91. So the top 25% of 8,000 plus drivers are rated 4.85. I'm 6 points higher than the top 25%. That should tell you something. After 500 and something rides. Now I've only been driving for about 4 months, but I hit it hard and I take it very serious, and I made a ton of notes and I made a ton of mistakes, which I'm going to help you not make. So it's one way to show your success through your rating system, but as another way to show your success through earnings. So let's talk about that. So before I start showing the earnings of how much money you can make as an Uber driver, not just in the Atlanta market, but any market, because I've shared my intellectual property with several friends and family members who are doing $500 to $1,500 a week consistently. All right, so let me make this statement. This is my first tip on this channel. And that tip is, if you treat Uber like a job, it will pay you like an employee. If you treat it like a business, it will pay you like a boss. I'm gonna make that statement again because it's very profound. If you treat Uber like a job, it will pay you like an employee. If you treat it like a business, it will pay you like a business owner, a boss. So here's what I mean by that. So I'm going to my earnings statement. Let's hear. So there's a $1,325 week. And I believe on this week, I only drove a little bit Monday, didn't drive Tuesday or Thursday at all. And that was a $1,300 week. We can start going back here. There's a $447 week. There's a $486 week. There's a $542 week. $618 week. I'm going backwards here. $985 week. We could be here all day long. Basically, I make between $500 and $1,500 consistently as an Uber driver. And there's a reason for that. So I totally believe that once you become an Uber driver, or if you think about becoming an Uber driver, you will fall into two categories. You will fall into making money, employee type money, or business owner type money. Now, obviously, we're independent contractors. We don't work for Uber like that. We're independent contractors. But I'm using this scenario to talk to you about employee money versus business owner money. I'm going to pull something up here. I'm going to hit my Google app. And I'm going to ask Google a question, and then I'm going to talk about what I mean for making that statement. Okay, Google, how many hours do a business owner work? Did I say that right?
According to CBS News, a 2009 poll, for instance, reported 39% of small business owners worked more than 10 hours a day compared to just 20% of employees. Back in 2005, the Wells Fargo Gallup Small Business Index reported small business owners clocking an average of 52 hours a week.
Wow. All right. So I can tell you this. Once you become an Uber driver, right? If you want to make a substantial amount of money, $1,500, $1,000, $2,000 a week, which we have Uber drivers here in Atlanta making all day, every day. you will have to work more than 40 hours a week. And why would you not? Okay, because here's the deal. As if you were working for someone else and you were a full-time employee, you would be doing a minimum of 40 hours a week work, right? So Uber, you're the boss. It's your business. So treat it as a business owner. And I can tell you, Uber is not my full-time gig. I'm a photographer, and I also have another business. And believe me, there's been times as a business owner where I've worked 60, 70, 80 hours a week, okay? Establishing the business, you know what I'm saying, getting, you know, stuff done with it. And I don't mind that because I'm the business owner and I can afford to do that because when I'm off, I'm off. You know, you could go off, you could take a week off, 2 weeks off, you can, you know, whatever. But what I'm saying is for those drivers, you hear a lot of negativity about people not making money with Uber. That's BS, okay? It's only the people that treat Uber like a job that are complaining because they go and they work like 2-3 hours a day, or they work, you know, 15 hours a week or something like that. That's going to get you enough money to buy ice cream and a t-shirt at the mall, okay? But if you're treating this like a business and you have a mortgage and you have a family and you really want to get to it, understand that you can put in 10, 12, 15 hours a day and it will reward you at $200, $250, $300 a day. Trust me, we do it all day, every day. So I just wanted to share that with you. So I'm going to make that statement again. That's my very first tip. I'm going to share with you 50, 60 tips on this channel, which means it'll be 50 to 60 videos. They won't be as long as this one. This is the first one. The future videos will be about 3 to 5 minutes, but it will be hard hitting, no bullshit tips that will have you making serious money out as an Uber driver. Okay. So I'm gonna say this last thing and then I'm gonna close the video off because I don't want it to be too long. But there's a lot of videos and a lot of Uber drivers out here who are making videos and they're filling you with a bunch of fluff. And what I mean by a bunch of fluff is they tell you to only drive on the weekend, or they tell you to only drive during surges and stuff like that. Well, let me tell you something. That's a bunch of BS. Because if you haven't driven during rush hour in the morning, if you haven't driven during rush hour 5 to 7 in the evening when people are getting off work, if you haven't drove on the weekends in the rain, if you haven't drove at night, and when I say night, I mean 3, 4 o'clock in the morning type of night, okay? If you haven't driven during ball games or massive concerts in the city, okay? You have no idea about what it takes to be an Uber driver. If you don't drive 40, if you haven't driven 40, 50, 60 hours a week as an Uber driver, you have no idea what it is to be an Uber driver. And because I've done those things, I can tell you exactly what works and what does not work. You don't have to drive those hours all the time, but I'm going to show you how to treat this Uber driving thing like a business so that you can maximize your income. Now, why am I doing this? One simple reason. When I became an Uber driver, I wish someone was sharing their intellectual property with me and not giving me some bullshit about just chasing surges or driving on the weekend 3-4 hours or whatever. That's a bunch of bullshit. I want somebody to tell me the ins and outs, because some people may only be able to work third shift or second shift or first shift or whatever. So I've worked all of those different shifts, and so I can give you real information about how to be a successful Uber driver. Before I go, I'm going to share something with you because we were talking about surges or whatever, and I don't want somebody to say, well, you don't talk about surges because maybe you don't know anything about surging. Come on, it's Atlanta. So let me just go here, very specific. I'll show you just Saturday. So here is Saturday where I worked 5.5 hours. I only did 8 trips and I made $354. 8 trips in only 5 hours being online. Now, here's the crazy thing about that. The last 2 fares were surges. So I picked up a fare, and I'm going to show this to you, but I picked up a fare at 11:09 p.m. for $77. And then at 12:25, right after I dropped them off, I picked up another fare for $82. So within an hour and a half, I made $162 because it was surging. So I know about surges, okay? And we'll show you how to use surges to your advantage, but I want to show you how to make $500 to $1,500 consistently, whether it's surging or not. I'm going to show you how to do that. And it doesn't matter whether you want to work first shift, second shift, third shift. I have all that covered. I'm going to share all those tips with you. So I know this is a little bit long, but it was the first video, so I had to do it this way, kind of give you a little bit about who I am, why I'm doing this, and then I have to show you some proof about why you should be listening to me and why I made this channel. So this channel is called thesimpledriver.com. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. There will be 50 to 60 more videos like this. They'll be shorter, 3 to 5 minutes. And also head over to thesimpledriver.com, where I will be taking the videos that I record and I will be organizing them in categories regarding appearance, vehicle, income, rating, so on and so forth, so that you can get to them, so that you can acquire this information, so that you can digest it and you can get out there and use it to your advantage. That's why I'm making this channel, and that's why I'm making these videos. Hope you liked it. My name is Calvin, the Simple Driver. Peace.